What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron. It is Monday the 3rd of March, and what an absolutely amazing day we're having today, guys. After the frustration, the hellish market on Friday, it felt absolutely awful. I told you guys to go outside, touch some grass, take your mum to the restaurant, play some football, play some paddle, try to forget about this awful market. And what do we have it? Typical crypto style. We have just been given an absolute godsend, which is Mr. Donald J. Trump has announced the US Crypto Reserve. Yes, that's right, the US Crypto Reserve. The US government is going to be holding crypto. So round of applause to everybody watching this channel that front run the US government, that stayed faithful to this industry over so many years, held your Bitcoin, held your ETH, and held various other assets that they've announced into the US Crypto Reserve. And you have basically front run the largest amount of wealth in the world virtually. And we are now going to reap the benefits of that. So let's try to understand how big this news actually is. And before we do that, we should give a massive shout out to the El Salvador president, Nayib Bukele, because he front run the US government by years. He took a huge risk. Well, a risk, for his country. Maybe for us guys on this channel, we think, it's a good idea. But realistically, he literally gambled a huge amount of his country's wealth and put it into Bitcoin. And what do you know? The US, a couple of years later, are now agreeing with him at a much more expensive price. Goodness knows what this will do for El Salvador, guys. What will happen next? Everyone, as always, in many facets of the world, is waiting for the US to go first. By the US signing the crypto reserve, everyone else will eventually follow. Facts. If the US can do it, and they are recognizing crypto, as legitimate wealth, as legitimate value, then everyone else will. Because the US and the US dollar still dominates the entire world. I know for a fact that the likes of Japan, Korea, China, all these other markets waiting to see what the US would do. And Donald Trump knows that if he didn't do it, someone else will. And that was always the case in crypto. Now, going back in my history, back in 2018, when I was around, I was going to Malta all the time, because Malta actually was the first small country to make a regulated environment for crypto companies to actually operate, which was huge news at the time. Binance set up in Malta, loads of other massive companies set up in Malta. It was huge for Malta because Malta can make a very quick decision to get things done. It's a very small country, and they reaped the benefits, and then everyone else copied them. And then suddenly Malta became insignificant. But it was a fantastic time to be Maltese, especially in those industries. Now the US has given it the green light. We're going to see every major country virtually in the world follow suit. Why, you ask? Oh, he's too bullish. No, I'll tell you why. Because the money that the US is going to make on this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Think about it. The US have $1 trillion in debt, in interest, every single year they have to pay off. And that compounds. How are they going to pay that off? How? Inflation is high. They're not going to pay it off with just holding US dollars. They have to go for the inflationary hedge that's outperformed every other asset ever in the time it's been around, and that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin can actually get the US out of debt in one fell swoop, guys. And then all the other countries are going to see what's going on here and go, I want a piece of that. And the Bitcoin price is going to absolutely skyrocket, and that will finally give us our unbelievable alt season that all you guys in the trenches have been waiting for a long time. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying it's going to happen next week. I'm not saying it's going to happen next month.
So when?
But it's going to happen. I've been saying on my videos, there's no way that Donald Trump is going to allow this 4 years of austerity, craziness in the markets. He literally launched his own Trump token on Solana, guys. Some of his cabinet members, most of them all hold cryptocurrencies. One of them even is a shareholder in Multicoin Capital. This is the VC that basically was behind the launch of Solana. It was always going to happen. And now we're starting to see exactly the impact of this, okay? Now, one of the surprises is that ADA, obviously Cardano was included. For those of you that have been living under a rock the last 16 hours, Donald Trump named XRP, Solana, ADA, which is Cardano, Bitcoin and ETH as part of the US Crypto Reserve. And he is due to actually potentially add more to that as well. Hence the positive price action for US made coins. Cardano is up over 50% today, which is absolutely massive. For a coin of that size to go up 50%, I think people were not expecting Cardano to be in there. That's probably the best thing Cardano have ever done in that time. So congratulations to Charles Hoskinson. Congratulations to the Cardano family that has stayed very, very committed to Cardano over the years, despite so much negativity from and jokes from influencers and crypto Twitter. But they've done it. So look, guys, it's looking unbelievable. To be honest with you, it's unbelievable news. As I said before, Donald Trump said, if the US don't do it, China will do it. Donald Trump knows their biggest rival in the world, especially economically, is China. It's not Russia, it's China. If they don't go first, China will. And let's not forget, Donald Trump is also working his way to mounting, hopefully, a long-term peace between Ukraine and Russia. thanks to the mediation of Donald Trump and Europe and all of that shenanigans that I don't want to get into. But we have the US crypto reserve. We have the most likely ceasefire in Russia and Ukraine, which is also going to be positive for the markets, of course. Finally, 3 years later, and Donald Trump is starting to come through with his promises. And literally, the US senator said Bitcoin already has 200,000 Bitcoin currently in its asset forfeiture funds. They already have 200,000 Bitcoin there. They can also sell their gold certificates, which is apparently priced from the 1970s into Bitcoin, which is obviously going to be a huge amount of buy pressure on Bitcoin. And this is from, the senator, was it Cynthia Lummis, I think her name is. She said it on TV yesterday. This is huge, guys. We might not see the impact right now, like I said, but we will see it. It's coming. And this is literally something we could have dreamed of back in 2017 when I first got in the industry. This is not a dream. And this is the craziness that is crypto. Friday was an absolute hell on earth. Monday is utopia. Guys, diving into the price action today, as you can see, the DeFi coins are doing very well. We're actually 12% up, guys, in the last 24 hours, which is fantastic. And that is led by some familiar names that you're well aware of. So look, AIXBT is up 13.8% today. We've got DeFAI, which is one of the largest gainers, up 25% on the daily, which is great to see. It has been getting absolutely wrecked recently, but that is a very, very, very big comeback there, as you can see from DeFAI. We've got Spectral up 20%, as well as some other coins here that we also mention quite a lot of the time, guys. Banker, which is building something very special on base. And we also have Mode here, finally seeing some recovery at 17.5% up. Don't forget that Mode is going to be at DeFiCon, which we'll touch upon later in the video. Strawberry AI also up 23%. So look, guys, in the DeFi space, it's good to see there's some positive green action. Look, now obviously this is broad action across the whole industry after the announcement of the crypto reserve. Nevertheless, we will take green candles when we can. All right, guys, diving into the AI agent CoinGecko listings here. As you can see, there's a big pump in AI16Z, 20%, nearly 20% up today. Great to see. Rig as well, ARC around 10%, double-digit growth today, which is fantastic to see. Obviously, two of the biggest open source frameworks that are out there, guys. Fantastic to see this. And then Singularity Net, which is actually a combination of many OG crypto AI projects, up 17% today. Look at that massive reaction there. And the list goes on, guys. There's still some negative price action. You can see Venice here is down 6%, but don't forget Venice is still undergoing its airdrop, guys. I believe in my last video it was until the 14th of March when the airdrop is completely over and people can't still claim the airdrop. So until then, we've got 11 more days or so until the Venice token may see some downside action, but still, we've still got 11 days to go. And then moving further down, guys, we've got Ava up 34% today, which is basically one of the biggest gainers, if not the biggest gamers here on the front page. Ava AI, of course, is the token behind Hollow World. Ava is basically the AI agent mascot of Hollow. And it's a Solana-based AI agent launchpad, very focused on this kind of very kind of character-based AIs, guys. And they've also now launched, of course, on BNB chain as well. So they also have a launch pool where you can stake your Ava and basically get tokens for free by staking it. Obviously, it also got wrecked. I remember a month ago or so, it was at 250 million or so market cap. Now it's at 56 million market cap, but still nice to see a 34.5% rise on the daily. Like to see it, basically jump that large ahead of many, if not all of its competitors, be one of the highest gainers of the day. Obviously, does show some positive momentum and belief in the project. Okay, so diving into the article here, guys, as you can see, there's Donald Trump making a signing. That's not the actual crypto reserve signing. It's just a picture of him signing a document. Don't get too excited. But as you can see here on Truth Social, this is what he had to say. A US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve. That includes XRP, SOL, and ADA. I will make sure the US is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Okay, I will make sure the US is the crypto capital of the world. That is some statement. Even some Bitcoin and ETH holders would think it was going to be a Bitcoin strategic reserve or a Bitcoin and ETH strategic reserve, but he's also included XRP, SOL, and ADA. It's even more bullish if you think about it, because as we know from previous cycles, it starts with Bitcoin, then goes to ETH, then rolls down to the major L1s, and then into the altcoins. And I know lots of people said that in this bull cycle it's different. It's different. Guys, it's not different. It's just a different. It's not different. Maybe there's a different timeline, but at the end of the day, the money's going to flow into XRP, SOL, ADA, ETH, and then it's going to flow down. It's going to flow down, and we're going to get a Valhalla alt season this year. I'm sure of it. Valhalla! Not financial advice, guys. Never financial advice, just my opinion. Now, as you can see here, also, as I mentioned just at the start of the video as well, what's his name? David Sachs, the White House crypto and AI is a limited partner of Multicoin Capital, which is invested in Solana, a blockchain ecosystem focused on providing, we know what Solana is, thanks CoinDesk. Why does CoinDesk explain to us what Solana is? This is CoinDesk, not the Financial Times, to tell us what Solana is. We don't know what Solana is. We shouldn't be reading CoinDesk. Sachs said in a 2021 interview that he was hodling Sol. Apparently he's sold it already. Yeah, sure. And obviously Trump's token was built on Solana. So no surprise Solana on there. Look, it's no surprise XRP is on there, guys. Obviously, it's everyone kind of knows, like, says it's a Fed coin, and that's how they position themselves, I think. So it's fair enough. Cardano, not really sure why it's included, but obviously Charles Hoskinson is American. I guess they can get their teeth into him if they need to. So yeah, guys, look, that's the news. Unbelievable stuff. Like, we've got so much to be excited about. Let's get into all things DeFi and AI agents, guys. I know that's why you watch this channel. This is a daily DeFi and AI agent news, but I could not mention this. This is a huge day for crypto. All right, guys, next up, we're going to be talking about Wolf. Okay, so what is Wolf and why are we talking about Wolf? Well, as much as I love dogs, we're not talking about dogs today. We're talking about a new gaming project, AI gaming project launching on Avalanche, okay? Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because it comes from the Wolves DAO. So for those of you that don't know, Wolves DAO is like the OG community for the gaming, Web3 gaming OGs. Okay, so they're founders, they're the top devs, they're the top game developers, they're the top KOLs, they're the top people that have been in the trenches for Web3 gaming for many, many years. And now they're launching their own project and they've chosen Avalanche to launch. And that might surprise some people. Why Avalanche? Well, Avalanche has actually done a lot for Web3 gaming. Let's not forget, Gunzilla is built on Avalanche. The Off the Grid is built on Avalanche. So that's the biggest game. That's the biggest Web3 game. So look, let's get into it, guys. So this is basically the guy that heads up Wolf DAO, co-founder and leader of Wolf DAO. And they announced that they're launching Wolf on AVAX. So for the last 3 years, Wolves have been addicted to crypto gaming, he's saying here. They've read hundreds of white papers, okay? Wrote gaming reports, minted millions of dollars worth of crypto gaming assets, and they decided that they should basically launch on AVAX because AVAX has been supporting the Web3 gaming ecosystem for so long. They've also got some fantastic games I've just mentioned off the grid. They've also got Shrapnel, which is very popular, Providence, Spellborn, etc., all on Avalanche. That's why Wolves DAO chose Avalanche, guys, if you're wondering why they chose Avalanche. Now let's get into like what it actually is, this Wolf token. What does it do? Why are we talking about it on an AI show? Okay, so diving into the news here, guys, this is basically all the information you'll need to know about what is Wolf, and maybe you're going to get a juicy airdrop as well, guys. So stick with me, okay? So here's everything you need to know. Wolf XBT. Yes, that's right. You already immediately know what this is. After AI XBT, which is the largest, AI agent mindshare Twitter KOL, we've now got Wolf XBT. Okay, so they are building the AI XBT of gaming that is powered by Wolves DAO's 3 years proprietary dataset and Game Lab's deep analytics platforms. So what have they actually, what is this, a proprietary dataset? Well, it's 2,000 mints, TGEs, playtest tracked, 500,000 Wolves Discord messages, 3 million wallets tracked, 300 APIs integrated, and 7 blockchains at launch. So Wolf XBT will be posting on X with the aims to deliver deep, actionable data for gamers, investors, and builders. Slop is for pigs, not for wolves. Okay, so this is basically going to be the AI XBT gaming Twitter KOL, basically, but he's got access to so much like actually proprietary information that actually is private to Wolves DAO that you wouldn't actually be able to get publicly. I know for a fact, the Wolves DAO Discord is token gated, like you can't just jump in there. Further down, they talk more about proprietary data. The Wolves have built a network that isn't publicly available. This private data will be fed to the Wolves AI model, as I just mentioned, and will evolve around the Wolf Companion app to better serve you. So what is a Wolf Companion app? We're extremely excited to finally tell you about this. The Wolf Companion app is designed for the individual user, so it will start as a Telegram mini app. Okay, guys, Telegram mini app. They'll give you bespoke news and alerts based on your gaming wallet holdings. So it's going to check what your holdings are in your gaming wallets and give you very bespoke news, analytics, access, insights based on what you want. By monitoring your wallet, the Telegram mini app tracks gaming asset holding and delivers personalized notifications and updates, as I mentioned, such as news, mint dates, playtests, and more. In future iterations, the mini app will be giving access to a Wolf terminal, giving you a powerful tool to deliver actionable and up-to-date data in the crypto gaming space. The Wolf Companion is for you. Okay, sounds interesting, guys. It's cool that they're building like the crypto gaming AI XBT. I expect to see a lot more of these, obviously focused in different niches. And I've explained to you why they chose Avalanche, but one of the reasons I'm saying this is because Wolves DAO really come from good stock. Like they're the OGs of Web3 gaming. Like I said, a couple of big projects have announced that they've run out of money in crypto gaming that also come from good stock. So I wanted to really put this news to you today because I believe that AI and gaming together can be very, very successful and can drive each other forward in terms of adoption. Yeah, I wanted to highlight this to you guys. It's obviously bullish for Avalanche as well. Now, if you guys remember in my previous video last week, Avalanche have provided a grant to Cookie.fun to integrate Avalanche as one of the layer ones that's highlighted there alongside Base, Solana, and BNB chain. So this is another push, obviously, from the Avalanche side to get more and more into the conversation of AI agents. All right, guys, next up, something that I promised you last week is the AI Twitter Spaces with Vana AI and CZ. Yes, that's right, CZ, the man himself, one of the most influential men in the whole of the crypto realm. Was he founder of the Giggle Academy now? Sounds weird to say that, right? But he is obviously one of the co-founders/founders of Binance and has a terrific influence and obviously has amazing insight as to what's happening next because of his connections and obviously what he's managed to build with Binance. Now, he jumped onto a Twitter space just like late last week, guys, and I want to show you what he said. So let's dive into it.
I think AI is a fundamental technology that's not going to go away, right? And we're very early days. So it's kind of reminding me of blockchain 2009 or 2010-ish. And also AI has much wider applications where blockchain, blockchain has a lot of wide applications too, but so far blockchain pretty much only deals with money. And within that, there's a lot of speculators and traders. So, but blockchain will expand beyond that. AI, I think we're just beginning. I think we're not limited to the chatbots, large language models, etc. I think there will be many new applications coming, and there's a lot of intersections between the two industries. As I tweeted before, I think crypto is the native currency for AI, and that's one dimension. The other dimension is data is kind of the fuel for AI as well. AI will always need data to train.
Okay, guys, did you hear that? He said crypto is the native currency for AI. So if you're bullish on crypto, you're bullish on AI. If you're bullish on AI, you're bullish for crypto. Simple, right? Don't take it from me. Take it from CZ. Okay. And he said that AI right now feels like blockchain back in 2009, 2010. Blockchain 2009. I mean, the Bitcoin was barely launched. It was like, in 2009. It was so fresh. So we are getting way ahead of it with the AI agent, DeFi, Web3 enabled AI right now on this channel, guys. We are so early. Don't take my word for it. Take CZ's word for it. But wait, you want a little bit more from CZ? Okay, stay with me.
I'm personally never been good at predicting markets or predicting future trends, but they, especially on the short term. But the bigger trends are easy to see. Right, 10 years ago, blockchain was very clear, and I think 10 years later, blockchain is still going to grow significantly. AI is just starting. The next 20 years is going to be huge for AI. I think, especially as the large models, foundation models become more accessible and cheaper, and then more commoditized, we're going to see a lot more applications. So so we will continue to invest very heavily on AI. I don't know which specific factors. Data is definitely not going to go away, and then the application is not going to go away. Well, there will be a lot of failed applications, but there will be a few that will be successful, and those will be very successful. So we'll continue to invest in every front. AI is a big part.
There you have it, guys. AI is a big part on CZ's investing philosophy. In the next 20 years, it's going to absolutely blow. And there is some great words from the man himself. Okay, guys, next up, we have two quick announcements on Hey Anon. Now, Hey Anon, of course, with their new logo that they announced last week, is one of the most highly regarded and acclaimed DeFi projects that's currently being built. It's still currently in beta stage, guys. They have now launched on Solana, which is fantastic, of course, to see. Solana obviously has tons and tons of liquidity, tons of DeFi platforms that you can now tap into with the Hey Anon platform. So as you can see here, it says that users can create a Solana wallet with the Hey Anon app or connect an existing one. You can perform swaps on the Solana network directly in the app, and that's fantastic, of course, to see. Moving on, we have the Hey Anon bubble maps integration as well. Basically, they've integrated bubble maps into Hey Anon as well, which allows you to basically check the holder analysis. It gives you decentralization metrics as well, such as token flows, whale activity, and network relationships all in one place. And it says try it now with Gemma on Sonic and Solana contract addresses. Okay, so Gemma is the AI research assistant. It kind of has with lots of alpha, which basically checks the chain and allows you to query Gemma to find lots of really interesting information. So cool. Yeah, good stuff. Well done, Hey Anon, for integrating bubble maps and Solana. It looks like they're going to be shipping hard. They've got, I think March is going to be a really strong month for Hey Anon. They seem to be picking up some speed here. So yeah, great to see. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what comes next. Now look, guys, ETH Denver is done. Okay. It's over. We've done Consensus Hong Kong. ETH Denver is done. Now we can all get back to building. But what were the key takeaways from ETH Denver? Well, I'll tell you what it was. I've been reading on Twitter and I've been seeing lots of my friends telling me that the sentiment was low. Okay, people were tired. People were sad. Their bags were down. There was a lot of people that were trying to extract from others. When I was in Consensus Hong Kong, a guy came up to me. In fact, I didn't even ask for his name. It was in a side event. He came up to me and said, "Hey, I want to launch I want to launch 5 to 10 meme coins a week so I can make $50 million. Can you help me?" And I just looked at him and said, "What are you talking about? I'm not going to help you." Like, no way. Like total extraction. He actually came from TradFi. He just sees crypto pure as extraction play. And actually, quite frankly, it pissed me off. Like the fact that he had the audacity to come to me and say that is like, I cannot support you when you're just literally trying to make money and not actually trying to build anything of significance. You're literally just trying to take money away from crypto holders. So it really pissed me off, to be honest with you guys. And I'm sure there was lots of other people in ETH Denver as well. Having said all of that, a big key takeaway that I wanted to share with you guys is that AI and AI agents was absolutely everywhere, DeFi as well. So that we can see here what Shikhai was saying. So he's basically saying that every infra is pivoting to serve AI and agents. It feels like every chain. They're having great conversations. They connected well with Eliza OS and AI16Z Zhao. And it also says that Virtuals and Virtuals VC, which is obviously the new venture fund now for Virtuals Protocol, momentum continues boiling beneath the surface. There's loads of virtual events. There was a demo day. There's virtual ventures gathering. There was lots of different partners and builders that were launching, heads down building, planning for scaling up, fundraising. And I've heard this across the board here, guys. There were so many AI agent and crypto DeFi events, guys, that I know that something is really, really bubbling here. As I've said on many times on this channel, there's so much hackathons, there's so much investment, there's new funds all the time. And in ETH Denver, one of the big feedbacks that I got is that everybody's heads down building AI agents and DeFi. Okay, guys. So just wanted to give you that nugget to kind of keep you guys, positive on the industry, to keep you guys positive and focused on what's to come, because there is so much more to come, guys. What we've been covering our video is not even scratching the surface, in the next year, 2, 3, what we're going to be talking about. All right, guys, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much for joining me again for another video. Look, guys, today was an absolutely unbelievable day for everyone that is in the crypto industry and is a crypto holder or investor, guys. This is absolutely huge. Now, if you're excited and you are coming to Dubai for Token 2049, do not forget that we are hosting DeFi Con, the world's first ever DeFi Con, happening on the April the 29th, guys, at Warehouse 4. The signups have been rolling in, guys. We've got hundreds of signups already, and we're still 2 months or so away from the event. So do remember to sign up, guys. It is free to sign up. Just sign up below in the description, guys. It is going to be an amazing event. We are hosting some of the best projects in the whole DeFi and AI agent space, guys. We look forward to seeing you there. Look, guys, like I said, that's all we got time for today. I'm going to be back here at the same time tomorrow, giving you all of the latest DeFi and AI agent alpha. I will see you guys back here tomorrow.